question of the day tonight here. Kind of interesting one here. If your character wasn't whatever class they are at the moment, what would they be instead? What is their second choice life path?
Druid.
Druid.
Maz would be a druid because then she could just play in the dirt.
Okay, valid. Yep. Checks out.
Grotus would be
She's
a
not
cleric.
complicated.
Cleric.
A cleric of Grotus, which are indistinguishable from raving madmen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be wonderfully confusing in all the right ways.
You'd be just an apocalyptic doomsayer with a lot of...
Hello, my name is Grotus, cleric of Grotus.
That you would be pretty much just every nurse that I know.
Spelled differently?
Yeah, but when you say it, it doesn't say differently.
Grotus spelled a different way. Cleric of Grotus spelled the right way.
My parents were illiterate, you see.
They wanted me to be named Otis, but gross.
Gross Otis. Oh, that's great. All right, Braz, Honker, what about you? What about you two?
I don't know. Braz just really loves blowing shit up. Like she can't imagine doing anything else.
I mean, but what if she was a barbarian that also blew shit up?
Oh, that would be nuts. But also really cool.
Fair enough.
Thought about this because I kind of enjoy multi-classing a little bit just based on like the character growth. And I did look into this for I'm Honker, and I think Inventor would be the class that they would be.
I can see it.
Which would be great, and I don't like totally, min-max any of my characters, but intelligence is their key attribute point, and while it's not exactly my dump stat, it's my secondary dump stat for Honkers. So they would not make a very good inventor. They're just the idea person, I think.
All right. Good stuff. All right, well, it has been a moment. Y'all had a busy June. Does anybody remember what the heck we were up to?
We were heading to the next town. I don't remember, was it Castonley or
Yes. Yeah, you guys did actually make it to Castonley.
Okay. And then when we were we came across on our journey a brutally murdered satyr.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Grotus wasn't here for the seance.
Yeah, we had a seance. It was awesome.
Cool.
And we gave the satyr a proper burial. And I know
we encountered a terrifying fey creature.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that did happen.
And found out that there's someone in the area, or a group of people in the area, that are killing random fey folk. But the satyr wasn't sure who or why. I think he told us
they have food before they run away with it.
Then
I think he told us what the species of the creature that killed him was, but I don't remember.
Yeah, he did, but I don't remember either.
It was... Let me just pull it up here. No, it was from a different chapter here.
Coco.
think it's this one. Okay, yeah, it was this one. It was a Darrow.
Darrow. That I knew it was a D.
Yeah, which the Darrow are. They're a race from like the Underdark, or not the Underdark, but the Darklands, the Underdark of Pathfinder. Yeah, they're kind of a they're like a dark gnome, kind of, in a way. But yeah, dark gnome is probably the easiest way to describe them.
Okay, that just sounds really cool.
Geez, do I have a picture of
Yeah,
them?
we had a Darren, a dark gnome, fucking with us. What they do?
So they came across like a brutally murdered like satyr on the road, and they did a seance to like talk to its spirit and try to find out more information. And turns out there have been like a few. Well, I think the part about like more than one fae being murdered, I think you actually found out from the other fae creature
Yeah,
that
it
you
was
happened
the
across.
creepy fae.
Yeah, the creepy fae, which was the a Boogle-Naz.
Don't look at me.
Yeah,
And we looked
yeah, you looked. That was bad.
I didn't.
because we have no
So-
self-control.
Someone looked. This was the here. I'll give you a picture of the Boogle-Naz since you missed out on that here, and it's been a moment. That's Boogle-Naz.
Oh dear.
Yeah, fae stuff. But yeah, you found out from the Boogle-Naz that something has been killing fae creatures, and from the seance with the satyr's spirit and their description of what it was that had brutally murdered them, it was a Darrow, so like a dark gnome type creature. So that's pretty much all we got out of that. So there's some dark gnome doing weird shit with fae creatures around here.
You know, as one does.
As one does. And then we found we didn't get to Castonlee.
And we did find that like there wasn't a lot of animals there, but oh my god, their produce. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so the town of Castonlee is very, very well known for its produce. There's a lot of orchards around it in particular. But yeah, not a lot of animals, and so you kind of figured that, animal acts might do really well here, just because, there's not a bunch of livestock around, and so stuff featuring animals is kind of novel to the area. So when you do your circus show here in Castonlee, that might be a good thing to go off of. But yeah, you did talk to the mayor. He's got a spot that you guys can set up, which is kind of near this like sweet apple orchard. It's got this lovely scent in the air from all the apple flowers on the edge of town. So you do have a spot already for that. You did ask a little bit about the Aeon Tower in the area, which you found was down to the southwest, and that nobody ever really goes there. It's kind of a ruin. And the way to get there is to go back up towards the Hollows, which is the kind of the burial ground for Castonlee, and there's a trail off of there that you can take to get down to that direction. And you do have some business in the Hollows as well. Like you guys had passed by it on your way into Castonlee, but the Hollows is where that one Shuni's cousin supposedly works, Baralu, and who evidently sings to the dead. But they're like a grave digger there. So you had been told about the Shunies that you rescued from the land sharks a while back. So, but yeah, otherwise, yeah, right now it's mainly the Baralu at the Hollows, and then of course the Life Root Stone, that tower, and checking out what's going on with that one in this part of the Swordlands.
Cool. Down to get hollow.
All right. So, yeah, so we want to just head over to the Hollows then, see what if we find anything interesting, see what Baralu's about.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully they can help us with our people get murdered by a blazing nightmare thing.
Yeah, and yeah, of course there is that ongoing issue too. So you guys make your way out of Caston Lee after having a nice rest. Here, let me go ahead and do that. Oop, not that. Yeah, menu. Rest. There we go. Okay. Sorry. So you guys make your way northwest out of Castonley along the kind of farm track there that heads that direction. So the road going this way passes through a swampy lowland between the hills and the plains here. It's muddy. It's furrowed from years of traffic on the soft surface. There's standing water forming puddles in the ruts. There's willows that grow profusely in the area. And between them and the outcrops of the rising hills to the north and the west, there is a shadowy, kind of close quality to the air, unlike the bright open feel of the rest of the Swordlands. Like as you get to this little kind of hollows area, it feels like you've taken a step away from the sunlit fields and the villages. It just feels remote. The road, as you're coming up to the hollows, it parallels an iron fence along the north side, where the ground rises to a large hillock that is covered in willows. And spread out in the gloom beneath these trees are a number of limestone and marble tombstones. There is an open gate in the fence that bears an elaborate wrought iron arch that says Castonley Hollows Burying Ground. And a track branches off and climbs the hill among the trees. And you can hear kind of in the distance, you can't make out any words or anything, but you kind of hear some sort of like song in the distance, kind of a mournful song.
I'm going to respectfully approach the song.
All right. So you make your way through the gate into the hollows burying ground and kind of make your way up the hill through the willows here. And like the breeze just kind of has all their, their hanging willow leaves swaying gently. And as you get up kind of toward the middle here, you see there's like a small building here. Looks like kind of a simple home or something of some kind. There's a few other little sheds. And you see a Shuni who is hard at work digging a grave on the gentle slope of the hill. And like as you get closer, you can hear their song a little bit better in this kind of melodious, deep voice. You hear, "Come, wayward souls, and wander through the darkness. There is a light for the lost and the meek. Sorrow and fear are easily forgotten when you submit to the soil of the earth." And you see this Shuni just continuing to kind of croon this melancholy song as they dig this grave. And surrounding them are a number of fireflies that just, there's like a kind of almost a kind of a collection of them in the area surrounding where they're working. And they just kind of dance and flicker in the light along with the song that this Shuni is singing here as you guys approach.
It's a nice song there.
The Shuni kind of looks up from the grave that they're kind of like half in at the moment as they're digging it out. And they say, "Oh, hello, visitors. What can I do for you here in the Hollows? Pardon me, I was entertaining my friends while I work."
We heard a tale, and then we heard a tune. Now we're here talking to you for those two reasons. Tell me, the dead ever sing back? Do backup vocals, anything like that? Call and response?
Well, I can't say I've ever heard anything back from them, but they seem to enjoy it. So I carry on.
You ever soothed a restless spirit?
Oh, there are restless spirits of all kinds around these parts, but the singing and the work, I think, helps to calm them and ease their travels.
What brought you to this? When did you start or realize that this was your thing?
Oh, I've been doing this for years and years. I mean, uh, I always enjoyed a little work with my family on the farms up to the northeast of here, but it always seemed good to me. They needed some assistance. You know, they needed a grave digger. They needed someone who wanted to work, and well, I was familiar with digging, and I didn't have any qualms working in this kind of environment. And the singing helps. It can be dour work sometimes, but the music helps brighten things a little bit. As do these little friends. And he kind of motions to the fireflies, kind of dancing around him here. Roll a perception check for me, all of you. So you guys are kind of eyeing up all these fireflies that are around him, because given the atmosphere around here and the job and stuff, um, upon close examination of them, they are just fireflies. They just seem to like to hang out with this guy. But it's understandable why there are the legends about there are the tales around the area about Baralu, the grave singer who sings to the dead, because in this space it does seem that way. They do seem like you can see why someone would mistake them for that. But they just appear to be fireflies that enjoy the company. So what brings all of you out to the Hollows? Do you have someone that needs burying? This grave, I'm sorry, is already taken. There's supposed to be a new body coming up here shortly that needs to be interred. But if you need me to dig another one, well, I can get one going for you.
Don't know of a particular body that needs to be buried or where to find one. We just do know that seems to be a restless soul at work, and more lives are being lost because of it.
Well, that does sound somewhat familiar. There have been some unexplained deaths recently. Actually, the one I believe that's supposed to be arriving here today was another such one. There was a young girl, actually. But if you want to stay a little while with me, and I'm sure the cart with her coffin will be here probably within the hour.
What do you think, gang? We can pull another seance?
I have to check if I
Always
can use that
sounded-
skill more than once a day.
Good point.
Or at least witness the singing, see if anything pops up.
Yeah, true. All right. So you guys, you kind of spend some time here with Baralu. They continue working on the grave. And not too long, probably like a half hour later or so, you start hearing the creak of axles. And you see the light of a lantern coming up the road from the gate. And you see a human driving a small kind of one-horse drawn cart. And he pulls up to the area here where you all are waiting, and Baralu is finishing up the grave, and you see that the cart holds a single, plain, just pine coffin, just classic cheapo box. And Baralu, sees them approach and says, "Ah, Clive, thank you for showing up." And he kind of turns to you all and says, "This is the burial I was expecting." And he and Clive,
She died in her sleep.
yes. So he and Clive, they take the pine box off of the cart here and set it next to the home. And Clive, he kind of takes his hat off and he says, "Yes, yes, this was Anila. They were a local teenage girl who had no family. I know they were a bit rough around the edges and ran around the swardlands with some other young delinquents. But she was in good health as far as anyone knew. They found her dead in her hovel this morning without a mark on her. She just passed away in her sleep."
I can only use my skill once a day.
Okay. Do you request to see her at all? Currently, she's still in box.
I mean, I feel like we know the story already.
Okay,
Yeah, not too curious about dead bodies.
that's fair. All right. So Clive and Viralu kind of hoist the box over, and they have a couple ropes nearby that they set it up on, and then kind of gently lower it into the hole here, and begin the process of tossing dirt onto the top of it here. And as they finish, they kind of wipe their brows and say, "Well, hopefully there won't be too many more of these. I hate to overwork you, Baralu." And Baralu just kind of chuckles and says, "No, it's fine. It's what I do, and I do what I must." And Baralu kind of turns back to all of you and says, "Well, if you don't have any bodies, I mean, we don't really get many visitors here specifically, unless they're here to visit the interred or inter someone. Uh, are you from around here? How did you hear about the Hollows?"
We heard from some nice people in Fernie about somebody who sings to the dead.
"Oh, you've been to my hometown."
Yeah, great shop, great place, wonderful people, great food.
"Oh, that's delightful. Then yes, you must have met. Well, you've probably met all of my relations then, if you were at Fernie. I heard."
Yeah, we've met them all. They come to our circus. We helped some of them out, and they turned out to be pretty good folk.
Top notch turnips.
The circus. Oh, I feel like I've heard. Were you the folks that there was something with the stone tower up there to the north? I'd heard from a relation that it was working again. The waters were flowing, but there were some circus folk that were somehow involved in that. It doesn't make much sense to me, but if you cheered up the Eon stone and got it running again, well, who am I to complain?
It
Yep,
makes
that
even
was
less
us.
sense. Makes even less sense to us, and we do complain about it.
Constantly.
Here's the thing. Basically, for the next generation or so, everything good that happens around here is because of us. But we didn't mean to. And we're pretty confused about all of it. But we're gonna sort things out. You'll be getting less bodies soon, I think.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. I mean, after they kind of lean on their shovel and look down at the ground a bit, and they kind of look back up and say, "Well, while I do enjoy the work here, I have been doing it for a while, and I have been kind of dreaming of something new to do. Do you have any need for someone like me?"
Okay, so our circus operates on a cooperative benefit. You don't have to actually buy in. You can work your way into it. We offer a comprehensive healthcare system, and if all else fails, we'll put your soul into a chunk of wood and you can become part of my entourage. But either way, you're always welcome to join as long as you're pro-union.
Oh,
If you're
well.
anti-union, we'll gut you, you filthy scab.
This is Hunker, our union rep.
I see.
The circus is always willing to accept people as long as you can serve a function.
And
Well,
you have to swear undying loyalty to our great stony god. What's his
Ronka.
name again?
Ronka.
Ronka.
well,
All hail Ronka. And I'll fall to my knees and like bow.
well, I mean, I can't say that I have any particular complaints, but do you need a do you need a singer? I mean, I feel like at a circus you probably already have a glut of the vocally talented.
Well, we have some, but here's the thing. You are more than just a singer. You're a gravedigger. And I can guarantee that if we can't find work singing for you, we make enough bodies that we will not have a problem keeping you employed full time, all the overtime you need. Promise. Singing, digging graves, we got your back. Comprehensive health care, place to stay.
I lean over to
Pretend like we just
Braz.
murder people willy nilly.
I lean over to Braz
Right?
and I whisper probably too loudly, "Are you sure we should be letting Honker do the sales pitch?"
Less and less so.
Brawler kind of looks over at Clive here, and he's like, "Clive, if I decided to take a bit of a venture for a while, would you be able to hold down the fort here at the Hollows?" And Clive kind of thinks for a moment. He's like, yeah, I think I'd be okay. If you feel that you need to see the world a bit." And
We'd be glad to have you.
well, he Brawley sticks his little sheeny thumbs behind his suspenders here and says that he would be right proud to join y'all.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Oh my god, look at his little suspenders.
Uh,
Oh, it's too much. It's too much.
Or anoints them
He will gladly
with
sing
their
for you all.
ringmaster staff and like starts singing a terrible, terrible off-key song because Hunker is not that kind of bard, but now he's kind of intimidated by another one in the circus. So he's showing off.
You'll be fine.
Rhoda lights a stogie and just kind of admires. Like, you're gonna be so good at provoking a hunt when we have you sing at Old Crew's place.
So, he, after he kind of accepts your deal here, he says, well, I need to finish up a few things around here, but is your circus, are they coming to Casterly at all? I guess I could join up when they're here in town, if that's all
Great
right.
news, friend. That's why we're here.
Yep, we just got a spot secured in Castenly with the mayor.
We're
Oh.
pretty sure it's gonna boost sales if we save the world first, like save the town first. We're gonna save the town, then build a roof off.
I see. Is there something you're trying to save the town from? I mean, we have these mysterious deaths, but is there something else?
I mean, the mysterious that's going to be a kicker. But your Lifestone Tower down there, buddy, how's that hanging?
Ah, the tower. And you kind of look off in the through the willows across the hill there, and you can see in the distance the life root stone, which is this particular tower. Let me get you a picture. So this image, this is all three of them, but this one in particular is the top left one. So you see this tower kind of off in the distance to the southwest, and that it is, looks like basically the same form as the other one that you had visited thus far here. However, the entire top half of it is missing. It seems to be either, collapsed or fallen off, or something happened to it. But the Aeon Orb, you can see quite well, hovering above the tower, probably a good, couple 100 feet, you would guess, above the top of what remains of it. But otherwise, it looks, it looks like quite a ruin.
Think we could like shoot Grotus out of the canyon, to get to that?
That'd be wicked
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, Grotus would at least try. I know that much.
We don't even need a cannon. I'll take a trebuchet.
There you go, there you go. Yeah, but as you all are kind of looking out over the distance with Riley, he says, well, not too many people go out there these days. It's been a ruin for as long as anybody can remember, but supposedly it's haunted. Wizard haunting. There was some sort of wizard business long time ago. These pair of wizards had set up there to try to wage war on the city of Absalom at the time, and something went horribly wrong, and they didn't succeed. And the legends say they're still there to this day. Them and their the ruins of the Golem army that they were building to try to assault Absalom, which you can see around the countryside. As you get close to there, I'm sure you'll see them. There's many broken constructs, overgrown, strewn about the land around the tower there. They've been dormant for eons.
Yeah, we heard some stories about those statues coming to life, but like, what we can take our chances. Hunker's good at making things go just die.
I like murder.
But he's cute and harmless. Don't be afraid of him.
I see. Well, if you are heading out that way, I wish you all the best of luck. I would hate to see my new compatriots meet an unfortunate end before I'm able to sing to your constituents. So,
I mean, hey, we haven't died yet.
well, if you do, I'll be there to sing you to the other side.
That's comforting.
I only have a piece of a soul. Some question if I'm actually even alive.
Maz is gonna take a piece of scrap paper out of her bag and scribble on it and fold it up and give it to him and be like, just in case you get to the circus before we do, here's a note. You can give it to the professor and he'll show you where you can stay. And if he opens it up, it just says he's cool and then a M on the bottom of the paper.
Nice. You have this piece of paper that says I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, I just thought of a name for Borlau's act.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can call it Borlau and the Butthole Sniffers.
I want to be angry at that, but it's so good.
Oh man.
Why do you let us talk to people? Genuine question.
No. Let's go through this whole campaign. Just never talk to anyone ever again. Things will just happen spontaneously as you exist.
Oh.
I don't know if that would end better or worse for us, though.
Dibs, my next character's a mute, and I will refuse to learn communication. like via written or sign language.
Oh, that's
That
great.
would be interesting.
So we let him go to the circus, and then we go to head towards this life root stone is where we're headed. Right,
Yeah,
folks?
it's like he has some some stuff to finish up around here with his current position, and he's gonna go to the circus. So you guys came down to Castle Lead, kind of scoping things out for the circus, and the rest of the troop is kind of following behind on their own time. So they're kind of making their way down here, and when they get here, Baralo will go and meet up with them. So yeah, that's just gonna happen on its own while you guys are doing other stuff, but. Yeah, otherwise, Baralu kind of points you out, like as you guys are leaving, he kind of walks you down to the gate, and he kind of points out a trail that's, fairly overgrown, but he points out the trail for you, and says to, basically head southwest. I mean, it's hard to lose your way. The life root stone is, pretty obvious. There's a big glowing orb in the sky that you can see for miles. But, he bids you luck on your journey to the supposedly haunted tower.
Cool. Well, I better get a snack out for the journey, and I will pull a cabbage out of my bag and just start munching on it.
Mm.
Let's go, guys.
How much longer has that cabbage lasted than, say, a recent prime minister? Oh, that was so ridiculous. So did that. Anyways, so you guys head southwest. So there's uneven ground and sporadic foliage that marks the edge of the Solwyn Hills as you head this way. And a break in the scattered copses of trees provides a view of the tower just beyond the next ridge. Its basic shape of the stepped pyramid is still discernible, but its upper portions appear to have collapsed, leaving only a broken fragment of its former immensity rising above its first tier. Along with the destruction, it's apparent that the years have not been kind to this structure. Nevertheless, hundreds of feet above the ground, its shining orb still floats in the air, completely unsupported, giving off light as a beacon visible for miles in every direction. Around, as you guys kind of get closer to the life root stone, you begin to see these kind of crudely carved, articulated statues that seem to have been, overgrown and, destroyed long ago. These constructs that Baralu had mentioned. If anybody wants to kind of take a closer look at them, they can do an Arcana check and see if there's anything else here. Okay. Yeah, you try to take a closer look at these, but aren't really able to glean anything else new aside from the information that Baralu had told you. They do look like they could have been used as golems. They are articulated, statues of some kind, but you aren't able to discern anything else. But it doesn't look like there's been much traffic out here. Like, you're not sure why people would have really had a reason to visit this place, especially given the state that it is in. But let's see here. As you get pretty close to the base here, like you're kind of coming through a copse of trees. Everybody give me a perception check. Okay. So Braz and Grotus, you kind of keep an eye on things as you're walking up through here. And you see through the trees, kind of towards the tower, a patrol of what appear to be Zolgaths going by up ahead.
God, I hate those things.
Those fuckers.
You sons of bitches. Is there like a small enough amount that we could take them?
So Grotus, as Grotus and Braz, as you are watching these, from like where you can see through the trees, you see a few of these skirmishers. Looks like maybe 4 of these Zolgath skirmishers. But as you're watching, you see, kind of come into vision from behind like some other trees and brush that with them they have a large creature that you have never seen before.
Ah,
It looks nasty, huh?
Which
I
seems to be
see.
following along behind them. And it is quite large. Gargantuan even.
I don't like the
Oh
looks of
no. Much, much larger than Hulker.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna back up behind everybody else and kind of cower.
Don't be scared.
No, I think you should be scared.
All right, what's
Oh.
the plan here with this dinosaur and the
Yeah, how can we start this with a bang?
With a bang.
Oh, you asked for show. Well then.
Don't I have my basilisk bazooka?
You do have your basilisk bazooka.
Forgot about that.
Or
As we- crazy.
petrification cannon
Yeah,
if you're lame.
Yeah, petrification cannon. You do indeed.
I mean, that thing's really big and scary looking.
Well, I could.
What are you thinking, Hogger?
How many of them are there? There's the big guy, and how many of the?
Here, I'll get
Douglas?
you a map. Ba-da-ba-ba. There you go. Oh, I guess you guys can't quite see because you are behind those trees. They're in the tracker. There's one big thing and then 4 of the regular Zolgaths. They're to the south. Oh, let me unlock tokens. Unlock tokens. There you go. They're to the southwest of you from where you are. Yeah,
Okay.
down there.
Okay. Hmm.
Split up enough where there's like, I don't know, arbitrary number, like 5 feet gap between any group of them, or anything like that. Arbitrary.
No, like they're all pretty much like together in a group there. Like the larger animal is like kind of in the midst of them, and then there's 2 on the one side and 2 on the other side of the regular Zolgath.
Okay, so what are we thinking, guys? Do we just want to like kill them all? Is that our goal? Is that what we're looking to accomplish?
To do so as fast and as efficiently as possible, yes.
Okay,
Go,
Okay.
no.
fast, efficient, murder. Um,
It's like this mission was built for Hunker.
Right.
when I quietly summon a Fey friend.
Yeah.
I mean, It does have noise, I think. Yeah, it does have verbal, so that is a thing. Okay.
Roll me a stealth check then for that summoning. We'll see if.
Don't mess up.
Okay, you're fine. It did not hear you.
Okay. Okay. So I've got this little jack in the box here, guys. So we know what's going to happen with this. But we're going to add a layer of complexity on
Ooh.
top of it.
Tell
And
me.
I need you to just trust me. So here's what we need to happen.
Hey.
Is like, so I'll hand the jack in the box to Grotus. And I'll say, okay, so you got to throw this into the midst of them. And then throw me into the midst of them. And
Wait,
then we
what?
murder them all very quickly.
Can do. You want to go at the same time as the box, or just right
No,
after?
you gotta wait for the box to explode. This thing does not like me. If you thought these things are my friends, you are wrong. These things are not happy with what is happening to them, Grotus.
Gotcha.
I have additional questions for what is actually in the box if they don't like you.
I don't think I want to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna prep to run and then throw this thing, like, I guess the 40 feet that I can throw it.
Okay.
And then run back to grab Honker for another throw, which I will charge in behind myself.
Okay. So I guess for that, we can just do a probably just like a raw strength.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you kind of duck out of the bushes here real quick and crank your arm back and just yeet this motherfucker across. This box kind of sails through the air and lands on the ground like a little bit to the northeast of them, but that it bounces a couple times as it goes along with the force of your throw, and basically lands right in the middle of the wall, right under this dinosaur here. Parker, go ahead and roll whatever box rolls you got to do.
Okay. Just. Oh, actually, no, this works. Okay, so Honker will cast this heightened.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll heighten it. So I just get to roll damage twice.
Ooh.
Essentially, it's so wherever it lands, it's everything within 20 feet. Is that all of them?
I believe so, yes. That should get everyone. Yeah, go ahead and target them all and roll them up.
That was a lot of die.
All right. Nice. So this box explodes, and as it does, there's like just this kind of almost like horrific scream as part of it as it blows up. Really kind of adds to the atmosphere there. And does a whopping 37 damage to all of these things. Doesn't take any of them out fully, but they are hurting and they're confused. The gargantuan lizard creature in particular seems to be madly letting out these growling noises and flailing around in pain and confusion, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Proceed with part 2.
All right. I hope I survive this.
Oh, man.
Nice knowing you.
Okay, so does Grotus have to roll like another
We can
strength?
rebuild you.
Throw me at the big one.
Yeah, I mean, if it's any consolation, they probably won't like snacking on a wooden thing. So
Hero pointing that you're gonna hear.
okay, yeah, go ahead and hero point up.
Good idea.
Oh, good. My butthole puckered really tight.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's good enough. All right, so you pick up Honker here, and again, kind of quickly duck out from behind the brush and trees here, and throw him in that direction. And Honker's little self goes flying through the air, kind of conveniently lands on the back of this huge lizard thing, which it seems to like notice, but there's not really much it can do. It doesn't have really arms. It's Tyrannosaurus. It's got no arms. It can't do anything about stuff on its back. It can't reach back there. What are you doing, Honker?
All right, so like as I'm flying through the air, I begin my screaming, and as I do, my head grows and it splits open vertically.
Oh.
What?
And then like I land with a chomp on this dinosaur thing.
Okay.
Like still screaming. So like it just gets muffled when I bite down. It's kind of melodic though.
Yeah.
All right.
Maz just like looks at Grotus and is like, did you know he could do that?
I'm not sure I saw that or that it really happened. I like to leave it that way.
They fly now. They fly now.
No, you saw it. We all saw it.
I'm gonna live in the squishy reality where it kind of did, kind of didn't. I don't know.
I kind of wish I hadn't seen it.
I got liquor.
This
blood
isn't
feast.
built entirely right here. 1 second.
Okay.
I've got to roll a spell attack roll, but the attack roll isn't built into it. I'm trying to see really quick.
If we have to do it
one
manually, we can.
Yeah, I just don't know what my manual spell attack roll is.
Oh, that's a good
Here.
question.
Because yeah, let me look at the combat page. I bet that'll tell me.
Okay.
Because I don't want to hold stuff up here. Sorry.
While Hunker's looking at that, everybody go ahead and roll your initiative so we can get you into initiative order.
No.
I don't wanna.
I refuse.
I wanna go home.
Mom, I'm scared. Oh, well, there's my nat 20 for the night, guys. Good knowing you.
Hey, let's go.
All my rolls from here on out will be absolute shit. I hope you enjoy.
What kind of flowers do you want at your funeral?
Sunflowers.
What song do you want Baralu to sing?
Starships.
Oh, this is killing me, folks. I don't see the spell attack roll. It's D20 plus my attribute modifier.
Okay.
So that's 5 plus my proficiency bonus plus other bonuses, but I don't know what my proficiency bonus is.
Your proficiency bonus should be, that's based on like what your level is. Let me pull up the table.
Yeah.
Real quick. See, proficiency.
Yeah, so I'm level 10. I'll roll this D20 here.
Pathfinder.
So it'd be at minimum a 23 plus
Okay.
whatever my proficiency bonus is
Okay, I'm
to
looking.
attack them. Oh, 2 maybe. I think 2. That's at least my melee proficiency level bonus is 2.
Okay.
25.
Okay. That should still... Yeah, that should work.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and... Yeah, I'd say, so if that hits, what does that do? What is... That's a lot of dice.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
Shit.
God damn!
Fucking hell.
Wow, that would be real nasty if those all like rolled sixes. Jeez.
Yeah, it could
When
be.
did Honker become broken?
Who hurt?
Onker tried to talk about the first couple times we did murder. Nobody brought it up again. Onker dealt with it themselves. And we're at where we're at now.
This is the product of that self-care.
Yeah.
Whoo-wee. Okay. All right. So you like chomp the fuck out of the back of this Tyrannosaurus Rex. It is you're kind of going blow for blow with the chomping power of this thing, with this fucking blood feast right now. Goddamn. All right. So we begin at the top of the order after this beginning little foray here with the Tyrannosaurus Rex, who is, well, one, in a lot of pain and very confused. It senses that there's, something on its back, so it tries to do what it can to try to get you off of its back. So let's see, it does... Let's roll a... Where's its thing here? Okay, we'll do a reflex as it tries to kind of spin around and whirl you off here. Okay.
I lose the face and everything after the spell ends.
Okay.
So like I probably wouldn't have much grip or anything, being that I got
Yeah. So this thing it is kind of like, bucking and spinning itself, trying to fling you off of its back, and it does manage to do so. And you fly off to the north and bonk into the wall of the base of this ziggurat, and then land on the ground and take we'll do okay, we'll do 6 bludgeoning damage from that. Let's see.
Could have gone way worse for me.
Yeah, so go ahead and apply it to yourself, and then you are, let me move. There's the button for, all right, so Honker, you are here now. Okay. So it does this, and it roars in pain, and in kind of the confusion here with it, it actually tries to bite at one of its handlers here, just because it's the closest thing to it, and it's mad, and it's a beast. And so it, let's see, targets that. Jaws. Ooh.
Oh shit.
Oh, those are some fat dice. Oh, Jesus. It rolls d12s.
I'm really scared.
All right, this Tyrannosaurus fucking one chomps one of these Zilgaths like a guy in a porta potty on an island somewhere in the future. That Zilgath is gone. This Tyrannosaurus is having a bad day. gone. Splat. Brings us to Maz. You've just seen some shit.
Yeah.
And you're all over here behind these trees.
I'm not sure how I feel about any of the stuff that has happened today.
I can't hear you.
I'm not sure how I feel about anything that's happened today.
We've seen a lot of shit today.
You said that they're in the southwest of where we are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you like yourself out behind the trees, see
Oh, okay. God, I hate the stupid lighting thing. I'm sorry, I do.
turn it off. Figure out where they move that to.
Well, I only have so many leggies. So I think this is probably as far as I'm going to be able to go. My leggies are so short.
They're fine legs.
You're just saying that because yours are shorter than mine.
Okay. Is the lighting thing off?
Yes.
Okay, good. Got it. Okay. I gave Rob any range.
Otis says no.
I don't think I have anything that's really gonna go that far.
I just want to bail and let the T-Rex, eat up the dudes while we mosey the rest of the way to the tower.
Okay. Alright. So you guys this plan?
They're not going to be able to regain control of it. So
I'm
we might
fine
have
for it.
Yeah, we might have to deal with it on the way back. Maybe not.
I don't love the idea of dealing with it at all, so yeah, I'd love to get the hell out of here.
Okay. So getting out of so the tower itself is similar construction to the one you guys were at before. The ziggurat got lower bits here, and there are some stairs on the northern lower, compact areas here. There are some stairs up there. So if you head to the north, okay, go up those stairs, get up the tower proper, and then there has some zigzag back and forth stairs that go up the main platform in, similar to the last one you guys were at. So if you're looking to get it up in there, that's the way to go.
Well, then, too, if it does turn around and see us, maybe we can get a height advantage.
That's true. All right.
That's an interesting concept that I've never considered.
Oh shit! We're in a place where, like, we can tell them, like, come on, we're gonna bail.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are going to yell at each other, also someone else can see you, so we shout that for them.
Oh, y'all aren't gonna just bail and not tell me? Oh, they really like me.
Wow.
I don't want you to get eaten by that thing.
Yeah. Honker will follow, try and run off too, as long as I can.
All right. So this, Tyrannosaurus keeps like rampage. You all give me
A stealth?
yeah, okay, so do stealth. Exactly. Stealth. Okay. All right. So you all try to get back up. like in the process of all this, like the Zolgaths are a little sort of angry trans. Some of them did notice you all, but they have a little bit more pressing issue to be dealing with. They're going after all of you, drive-by bombing, troll.
It's got to be pretty horrifying. Like a bomb goes off, a little wooden creature bites like half the spine out of their thing, shit goes south, and the whole like whatever just happens disappears all in like 12 seconds.
Yeah, right? Fuck. Alright. So you guys are all up this way. Yeah. Right here. Okay. So you find these stairs on the northern side. There's these 30-foot square. There's these 30-foot square platforms that are protruding from the front face of this crumbling tower. You can see up this staircase here. There's like a structure of sorts. It's kind of a yurt tent. Looks to be made out of like skins of some kind. Up at the top of the stairs, but you don't hear any other activity or anything like that. You do see at the very top of the stair here, there is a kind of humanoid-looking statue that is pretty large, but it's just kind of chilling at the top of the stairs here.
Those things that we were warned about.
This one appear to be operable.
We were told that they come to life or something.
From looking at it, it doesn't appear to have operated in a long time. It's got stuff growing on it, vines and other things.
Obviously, they were lying.
Well, let's go up there, guys.
Okay.
We never know what we might find. More murder, maybe.
Almost certainly.
I'm
I
hungry.
mean, that usually happens in these towers.
I'm excited. Let's go. Hey, I thought of a name. If we can find a wife for our new friend, we can name him Borlau and Kelly Barkson.
Oh, man. So you head up the stairs here and pass by the, it appears to be a golem at some point, but it doesn't seem to come to life at all. And you see that there's this tent, this kind of yurt tent that seems to be made out of some kind of skins. There's nobody else up here. You assume this is probably where, this guard patrol that was left here hung out. Because there doesn't seem to be anybody up here at the moment. Do you check out the tent at all?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see. You search around in the tent, and you find a few things. You find a couple of, you find a gem that seems like it might be worth a bit. You find a healing elixir. You find a nice baton of some kind that seems to be made out of obsidian and onyx. It looks like it might be worth a little bit. And you find another elixir that you aren't quite sure what it is. You might be able to take some time to identify it. Braz, since you are an alchemist.
That I want to put it in my mouth.
Probably don't do that until Broad says it's okay.
Okay.
If you do want to try to look that over, Braz, that would be a, I believe, probably like a medicine check since it's like a potion. Okay. All right. So you take a look at this potion here and try to discern what the heck it is, and you figure out the alchemical compounds. This appears to be a juggernaut mutagen potion, which basically what this does is if you drink it, your body becomes thick and sturdy, you exhibit a healthy glow, and you gain 30 temporary hit points and get a like +3 bonus. So yeah, you basically what it sounds like. You basically become Juggernaut for a bit.
I think we should let Grotus hang on to that one.
Yeah, that's a very Grotus-y thing.
Okay, well those
I want to
things.
be thick.
So those things are in the party sheet for whoever wishes to take them. Let's see. Otherwise, let's see here if there's anything else. So looking around the tent here and around the area, there doesn't seem to be too much else here aside from this, golem that's standing over by the stairs, which you guys are welcome to examine that as well if you wish. The only other thing you notice is that there is what looks like some kind of writing that has been kind of crudely scratched into the wall at the base of the stairs that are like further going up into the tower. Do any of you read Draconic?
Nada.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, I do! I do!
Oh, okay. So, Braz, you get called over to go take a look at these markings that have been carved into here. In Draconic, you read these over, and it says, ghosts, towers haunted.
Well, cool. I already knew that.
But now you double know it.
Now, do you look over the golem at all?
Baton.
Maybe we should have brought the ghost singer. You'd at least lull the ghost into a false sense of security, and then I can punch them because I can punch ghosts. That's one of my cool things I can do. I can sing a certain song to myself, remind myself that I'm not afraid of ghosts, and I can punch them.
Well, isn't that wonderful?
So from up here on this platform where you guys are resting for a moment, you guys can still kind of hear chaos going on down to the south. But you also see, just kind of looking out over the area here, roll a perception, kind of looking out over the countryside here. Okay, so looking out from here, you do see, in addition to this Zolgath patrol with the Tyrannosaurus that seems to have become ill-fated, you do see what appear to be some of these like golems that you've heard about that are alive, also patrolling around the tower at various distances. But you can make out their shapes, and also just from their kind of odd movement, like their walking pattern is not quite natural. But you see some of them in various locations just kind of patrolling around the tower as well. So it seems like the rumors that some of these are awake seem to be true.
Well, this will be fun.
Indeed.
I'm not very useful against golems, guys. I think we've learned that in the past.
You did great with the big monster thing. Now it's turn to let me crack some heads with my own head. I'm good at banging my head against stone walls and winning.
Okay. Do you guys proceed up the stairs here?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you all proceed up the kind of winding switchback stairs on the exterior of the tower here. We'll get you all together up here. All right. So after a nice climb, a little bit of cardio here, you find yourself at the terrace of the tower, and a tunnel kind of leading inwards to the interior of the structure. Once again, you see Braz to the right of, like on the right kind of side of this opening. There are more of these kind of crude carvings into the wall in Draconic. These ones appear to be like they're carved a little larger and they're underlined. And this ones say, "Ghosts, stay out," like with kind of an imperative exclamation mark at the end. So it seems like the Zolgaths have been told to not go in here.
Don't dead open inside.
Yeah, don't dead open inside. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Grotus is gonna like start channeling his chi into his fists, kind of humming this little like chant to himself. Na 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 na.
All right. So one thing you do all notice as you're kind of like peering into this, tunnel going into the tower proper, it is weirdly dark in there. Like you can almost, like you cannot see as far into this tunnel as you expect that you would normally would be able to, given the kind of exterior ambient light of, the sun.
Is it dark enough that even dark vision can't see through?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, that's so unsettling.
Moz doesn't like that.
No, me either. But we've come this far.
Grotus is gonna light one of the torches from his pack, and then just hug it down the hallway.
Raz, do you have anything that goes bright?
Yeah, but it also goes boom.
Well, not something that also goes boom.
Let me double check. I don't think so. Yeah, no, all my brights go boom.
I do like it when your brights go boom.
I do too. But not right now.
Yeah, now is bad. Now it's time for sneak.
All right. So do you all kind of group up together and proceed into the darkness?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
I hold Braz's hand.
You attack the darkness with magic missile.
Power of Sisterhood.
All right, so you guys kind of slowly make your way in here. You're kind of feeling along the walls a bit. It's like even with the lights, it is not doing a lot of good against the darkness that is here. Like you get like a little bit just kind of immediately around you, but not much else. So you're just kind of taking whatever comes as you come along, feeling along the wall. The tunnel in the tower, it widens a bit after about 20 feet or so, going through the darkness here, and you find yourselves in a kind of a slightly wider chamber. As you're kind of feeling around the edges in here, You find there is a stone table against the northern wall that appears to have a variety of clay tablets upon them, which are written or have some kind of writing on them. And there is like a shelf nearby, which also seems to hold uh, a number of uh, stone and clay hands. Looks like golem hands, like from the process of being made. There's a number of them kind of stored on the shelf here. Does anyone take a look over these tablets?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Maz doesn't know how to read, remember?
No, I didn't remember that.
Grotus is going to pick up one of the stone hands and stuff and try to see if he can make a glove.
Okay. Okay, so Gardas, you're doing that. Braz, you're looking over these tablets here, and they seem to detail, and like some of these are broken and have worn with time, but you kind of get fragments of lore about constructing golems, as well as an overview of some kind of plan that whoever had written these had to assemble an army of golems to besiege Absalom. And there are notes about how they had chosen, and it seems like you find like references to like there's two of these. There seem to be two wizards who were working together for this, and there's notes about how they specifically chose this life root stone as their base because they believed that the Aeon Orb can impart remarkable durability, and they had hoped to use its magic to make their golems invulnerable. And as a result, have this army of invulnerable golems go assault Absalom, and I guess that didn't work out too well for them. You also find in here a reference to a magical item called a golem stylus, which is some kind of like magic imbued stylus that is placed inside of a golem to kind of render control over it and like give it life. So it seems to be like this method of how these were brought to life at some point. While this is all going on, Grotus, you're kind of messing with these hands over here. And the ones that are you're messing with one of them, and the other ones that are on the shelf begin to kind of just rattle ominously on their own.
Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna smash whichever one I'm holding. Just gonna like bash it against the stone table.
Okay. All right, so you this hand that you're holding, you smash it against the edge of the stone table here, and it kind of breaks into pieces. The fingers kind of come off from the main part of the palm here. The other hands that are on the shelf kind of continue rattling ominously. And let's see, do any of you speak Dwarven?
You speak lots of languages.
Yeah, just need to check.
No, I don't.
I do not.
Wait, I forget where that would be.
It's on your notes.
No.
Yeah. So we got common.
I just speak common and goblin.
We're not super educated folk around here.
We're not a party full of smirts.
Yeah.
I don't know why or what I did in the beginning, but somehow I got to start knowing 4 languages.
It was probably
Fucking
some
carnies.
like...
I don't know why you expect us to be bilingual.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. So you hear kind of in this kind of distant, kind of raspy voice in a language you don't understand, just kind of echoes around in the darkness here, while these golem hands on these shelves continue rattling.
Pumpkin. There is not room for you.
I really don't like it here.
Yeah, this seems icky.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, carry on.
All right. So you guys try to head kind of further into the tower here, and as you do, um, the whatever you're hearing in this language you don't understand grows louder, and it's difficult to make them out in the darkness, but a couple of apparitions here. I think they both should be visible on the. Should be two. You guys can see two of them, right?
I only see one.
You only see one? Okay, let me try about that.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, cool. So two of these apparitions appear. And again, it's hard to make out because it's so dark in here. They appear to be dwarven. Like they're about the size of dwarves. And they do not appear to be pleased with your trespassing around here. Everybody go ahead and roll up initiative.
Mm. Here we go.
Okay.
Why do I only roll well on initiative?
All right. So, top of the order here with ghost number 1. So, Bra, as you were kind of like reading over these tablets, like you read about these dwarven wizards that had kind of enacted this plan. Their names were Luco and Jormir. And you assume that these ghosts are probably them. Still stuck here after their failed plan. But one of them, as it appears here, see this one is the one in the south. It moves up through the darkness here, and it tries to reach out its ghostly hands at Scorch.
No!
Oh boy. And does a hefty bit of damage to Scorch. The other ghost, which seems to have come out of the shelf of hands that was rattling in front of you here, comes at you, Grotus. And it also reaches out its hands. Misses you. Critically misses you. Alright. Maz. You're up.
Me? I'm going to. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna use my rapier on this one. Oh shit!
Noise!
Hell yeah. Alright, go ahead and roll that up.
Fuck that ghost up!
Nice. Alright. You jab your brilliant rapier which is kind of shimmeriness that it has to it, like is particularly accentuated in this darkness here. You jab it into this incorporeal dwarf wizard. All right, what are you doing for your third action?
Probably just go in again.
All right, fuck him up.
Well, you got both ends of the spectrum there.
Oh, well. All right. Grotus. Ghosts have been coming for you. What are you doing?
I was so fucking cocky after hitting that Maz got distracted and slightly blinded by her own sword.
Nice.
Okay, I can't had the because I've been using custom stumbling strike, and it's supposed to have the now I think it's mystic strikes and metal strikes. So for the purposes of getting over resistances to non-magical attacks, they should work. They come magical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure I've added magical to the list of traits.
Cool. We'll see if
They're
that,
also treated as cold, iron, and silver.
which I feel like should work well against ghosts. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what that's about. So I have the metal strikes thing. I'll just drop it in here. I just don't know if I can get that. I should have had that typed into my stumbling strike already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see if that if it does still do like the partial resistance, we'll make sure we apply the proper damage because that should go through that.
Okay.
Otherwise, fire away.
Okay, so first action, drop into stumbling stance.
Mhm.
Second action, flurry of blows. At the, let's see, one right next to me here, Jormir.
Yep.
Getting stumbling stricken up. Ooh, second one. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll do a third one just to keep it fun. Hey,
That one hit at least.
so if they have any kind of weakness to cold iron or silver, then we have to add that.
Okay. Let me take a look at them real quick. Okay.
And also the resistance shouldn't be on there either. So
yeah. Okay. I'll make sure that wouldn't be. Okay. So that was get that applied. And then let me take a look at their sheet here real quick. I mean, they are undead, so I feel like that should. Let me take a look and see at what Pathfinder's rules about that are, because I know, like,
so if I could just remember or relearn how to add the traits to like custom thingies.
yeah, I don't remember how to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to look. It's been a minute since I've done that too.
Yeah, they should be vulnerable to that, so they should do the additional damage. So let me put that on there manually. That's fine. Okay. All right. So I got that applied there. Manually to them. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Braz, you're up.
Okay. I am gonna come beat the shit out of this guy that just hit my puppy.
Do it.
Ooh.
Let's try again. I'm just blinded by anger.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
That'll be it for me.
All right. Conquer.
here. And I will do my Inspire Courage. Ghost Air Hunker a lot. I need courage.
Plan.
And then I'll do a lingering composition with
Ooh,
that one.
what's that do?
So, all right. The way it works is I add a flourish to this Inspire Courage. By being like, "Ha, guys, you can be brave against these ghosts. I'm not scared at all." And then, you see like, you hear like a tink tink tink, and there's like, I don't know, chunks of wood falling down my leg or whatever. So then I roll a
Is that
performance
supposed
check.
to be you shitting yourself?
Yes, yes. I roll a performance check, and then depending upon the success, it just extends this, so I don't have to do it next round.
Oh, okay, that's kind of
And
what I
then
thought it
have
was.
it
Okay,
all
yeah,
apply.
go ahead and roll the performance.
And it extends out depending upon if it's like a critical.
I feel like that would be a critical. Like, does
Okay.
it say what it's supposed to, like what it's supposed
No,
to be?
this is up to you entirely.
Up to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I would call that a critical. So what is that?
So everybody's inspired courage for 4 rounds then.
Oh, sick. Okay, nice. All right.
And
Anything
then,
else?
yeah, one more action. I will do I will, I'm in a panic. I'll hawk a juggling club at, Jormir here. No, all right, I'll set the range. Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Scorch.
Fight that bastard.
Scorch bite. All right. Oop, that's not the right target.
But nobody laugh at Scorch's Friar Tuck head. Remember, he got burned really bad. Now he's got no fur on top of his head.
I need to move Scorch over here so I can stop. Here we go.
It just means he is all the better for good boy pets.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay, he bites several times at Ghost. Does manage to get on the last one. Ghosts are hard to bite. Alright, does a little bit of damage to Luco. Alright, Maz, you got the top of the order.
I think she's just gonna use her rapier again.
Seems to be working great. That's a hit. Nice.
And then again. I swear to God.
Oof. It's always like the high and then the real low. You got one more action.
And then she's gonna just take a step back.
Okay.
Leave some room for Grotus to kick ass.
Speaking of, it's Grotus.
Take all the room I can get. Yeah, with that, he's going to do a stumbling feint at the nearest ghost to get him off guard. That's a performance check against, I believe, his wisdom DC. Will DC, whatever the hell that is.
All right, that passes.
Okay, then now here comes a flurry of blows, and I'm going to make sure I add the off-guard stuff to it.
Cool, sounds good. And I'll add anything manually as needed for the resistance shit. Okay, that's a hit. Okay. Alright, I got that fixed in here. Nice, another hit. Ooh, good roll. 44, 9. Okay.
And third attack.
Alright, let's go.
All right, still a good turn.
Yep, still good. Alright. Honker. Your courage still up. What are you doing since you have free actions otherwise?
Will this will no, yeah, we'll do that. Honker will say to the ghost we've been working on, Jormir.
Mhm.
Jormir, you suck so bad that when you died, you couldn't even do that right. And
Wow.
that'll, yeah, party has to will save from that bad joke. Critical success. That joke was so terrible, nothing happened.
Crickets.
Reaction, cry a little bit, and then I will Dirge of Doom.
Okay.
And because my crying is so terrible and my joke was so bad.
Are you like
that,
crying?
Yeah.
And then never forget that you do have crying as a free action.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I don't.
My crying is so bad it presses and frightens.
All right.
That'll be my
Cool beans. All right, which brings us to Jormir here, who he lets off this frightful moan, making everyone do a will save. Let's see, there's Jormir, Oz, Honker, Scorch, Braz. All right, will save. Okay. Let's see, what does this do? This does. See, success, you're immune to it. Failure, you're frightened. Okay, so it's just another a frightened thing here. So I'll put that on. Wait, that shouldn't be on everyone. Some of you saved. Let's see. Who didn't?
Is that how's he doing that?
It's a frightful moan.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I am still sobbing like I hate saying like a girl. What's another way to say that? Because that doesn't work.
Like a
I'm
baby.
sobbing like a Republican that lost an election. And so I will counter performance that.
Ooh, okay. What do you got to do for the counter performance? Is there like a roll?
That uses my other focus point there. I performance check and it lets everybody use that if they want instead.
Okay, go ahead and roll the performance check and let's see, and I'll adjust everything accordingly. 32. Does everybody want to use a 32?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well in that case, everybody saved then successfully against that. So let me just remove this frightened from everybody.
We ain't scared.
Yeah, we ain't scared of no ghosts.
I'm just having a trauma contest with my trauma's worse.
Clearly.
Yeah, you think your life was bad? Try being a puppet.
You think your
My
failed
only
military
true friend-
campaign against Absalom sucked? Well, I'm a clown.
I'm a fucking clown and my friends live inside my back.
They're in my butt.
All right. And then after that whale here that did not go off successfully, thanks to Honker here. He's going to reach out the ghostly hands again at Grotus. And that misses. Okay. Braz.
Okay, let's try this again.
Just collapse all these effects there so I can see. Okay. Nice.
Well, apparently this ain't doing shit, though.
Yeah, the strict physical does not seem to be doing much good against these ghosts.
Yeah, I'll use my last action to just step back.
Okay. All right. Luco. Let's see. This one lets out kind of a cry of pain. And you've, like, a number of just, like, small rocks and other objects around the room all kind of begin to hover and then fly around rapidly, bonking people. Let's see, so we're gonna need a reflex. Let's see, target. Oop, wrong person. Luco, target. Reflex save. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, Maz fails. Grotus fails. Braz fails. Everybody fails. Okay, everybody does not avoid flying rocks in the area here.
Oh my god, that's a lot of dice.
Well, it was only 66 to each of you, but it rolled, all of those individually for each of you, so it looked like a lot. All right, so you guys are bludgeoned heavily by all of these flying bits, like, golem parts and rocks and tablets and whatever else are flying around in the room here from the anger of this ghost. Scorch. What do you have in Scorch do?
Well, him attacking didn't do anything to this dude. So I'm gonna want to have him kind of back up behind Honker so he doesn't get hit anymore.
Okay, so you have kind of Scorch retreat into the hallway out here for the time being. Grotus at the top of the order this time. Dusting off bits of little rocks that have pelted you.
Oh, don't like that. He'd hit me with a melee attack. I wouldn't have to do this distracting feint.
Okay.
Okay, well, maybe.
That one does not.
Very well. Still stumbling, striking.
That's a hit. Let's go. Okay, let me just fix that damage here. 6. Okay. Ooh, I missed.
Arrgh. Okay, and I'll do my third attack.
Okay.
Woo!
Ooh, let's go! Roll that.
Nice.
Off already.
Okay, so that should have done the full thing here. Which, with the proper damage that should be doing with your metal and stuff against ghosts, that would have done the trick. Alright, so you successfully punch Yormir not only into next week, but into the afterlife.
To the afterlife.
The afterlife. Leaves behind a purple splat! I was wondering, as I was going to delete his icon, I was like, is it going to leave a blood splatter, or is it going to do something else because it's a ghost? So, yeah, purple.
Creates ectoplasm.
Purple goo, alright. I like it. All right. Yormir is no more. Is that that's all of your
That's my whole action, yeah. Or my whole
action?
turn.
All right, which brings us to Luco, who should not be targeting everybody. Okay. Luco, seeing his brother go down, he moves up here and takes aim at Braz, the ghost hands. Whew.
God damn it.
And you feel these ghostly hands pass through you, and you feel the pull of the other side here. And then to end his turn, he lets out another frightful, or not the frightful, he lets out another of the telekinesis of all of the stuff around the room here. Let's see how we do. All right. Scorch fails. Okay, well, Scorch is out of the room. Scorch moved out of the room. He's not in this. Okay, so Honker fails. Maz is fine. Brodus is fine. Braz, okay. That will fix Scorch's damage. Yeah, I'll see where's Scorch. Scorch should not have taken. That's to Braz, that's to Honker, that's to Grotus, that's to Maz. Oh, there's Scorch. Okay, let me fix that.
Well, thank God, because I would have killed my puppy.
That's true. Okay. All right, Scorch is out there. You guys have taken more of a beating from the rocks around here. Brings us to Honker.
I will. Where do I have this use? I will. So I will do another. I'll try another bad joke.
Okay.
Your friend sucked so bad that they couldn't even die right, but you sucked so bad that your friend died, so they didn't have to be around you anymore.
Love it.
Damn, the double burn.
Aww.
These jokes are just not landing on these old wizard boys.
No, they're not. I had some good ones earlier, and then that Kelly Barkson one fell flat, and it went south from there. This is rough crowd tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Rough crowd. So that's 2 of my actions, and then I'll continue my Dirge of Doom.
Okay.
On them. There we go. All right.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Maz, you're up.
Me? I'm probably gonna go.
Poke him.
Yeah.
Poke the ghost.
Wait, I didn't do it in the right spot. Hold on.
Ooh, a crit. Nice.
Nice. Good job.
Wait, that's the wrong one.
Holy shit.
Okay, and I'll do it again, and I'll probably get a super tiny roll. Yep.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right, that brings us to Braz. Physical alone ain't doing enough. What are we doing this time?
I know, but we're in such close quarters. I'm nervous about using anything else. Well, step back a ways. And then I'm going to make a bottled lightning.
Okay.
See if it does anything.
All right.
Well, that didn't really fucking matter anyways.
Okay. Does that
Oh,
have any area that it does? Like if it misses, but still like does any area?
well, it does splash, so.
Okay.
Still
What's the splash? I can just apply that manually.
7.
7. Okay. All right. Scorch is chilling. I assume still out there, away from stuff coming after it.
Yep.
Okay. Ma's at the top of the order again.
Well, I'm just gonna keep going.
Seems to be a good call. At least one of them seems to hit at least. That's a hit. Let's go. Okay. All right. Whoo.
Dang, look at Ma's coming through wrecking shit.
This brilliant rapier is doing good work against these ghosts. Goddamn. All right, a miss. Okay. Luco responds to your stabbing and comes after you with the ghost hands. Misses. Misses again. He just flubs it all. Scorch, I assume, still hanging out in the hall.
Yes.
Okay. Braz, you up.
Oh, man. Well, guess I'll craft some bottle lightning. Try it again. I'll do 2 this time.
Okay.
I can do that. And come on, Fantasy Grounds. And it's not letting me open it, so I can't hit my attack button. There it goes. Okay. Okay, here's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Go. Why is it not doing it? Okay, I'm clicking on it, but it's not doing anything.
Okay, let me see if I can open it up here. Braz. Actions. Bottled lightning. Nice. Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage. If it's not letting you roll the damage, I'll just roll it. I'm already right here. Oh.
Go. Go.
Well, I think that would be why I was having trouble. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and roll the damage since I'm already looking at it for you here. Okay. And then the second one misses, but we still get the splash. Okay. Alright. You're all squared away, Braz. While you get yourself back in here. Honker, will you finish off this ghost?
Got a good one. All right.
Let's see if it lands.
Try this one final time. I'll look at Luco and say that bad joke is the last thing you're going to hear before you cease to exist.
Well, it isn't critical success, it's just regular success.
successes. All right. Takes half
Okay.
percent fire damage.
They just don't have a
So-
good sense of humor.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Ah, all right. Grotus.
Sometimes you just gotta beat it into them. Hoo-ha! Moving up here.
Okay. Okay. That doesn't take for the feint there. But that looks like it's gonna. Let's go. Status destroyed.
All right.
That's all we needed. All right. So with the fall of Luco there, not only does like the kind of oppressive air around this room lift, but the darkness of this room also lifts. And you can actually see in here, especially with the lights that you brought with you here. You see like the tunnel going further in there. Do you guys take a look around in the room at all now that you can actually see a bit better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you do a little poking around. You don't find out too much new other than like the tablets and things that you saw before, but you do find on the shelf where the golem hands were, there is a ring in here. And let me just put this in the sheet. There we go. You find a ring. It looks like it's made out of platinum and is covered with arcane symbols. It is a ring of wizardry that gives you some bonuses to some wizardy-based things. The interior of the ring does have...
For all the wizards in our party.
Yeah, for all the wizards in our party. I mean, it does boost... it gives you +2 item bonuses to Arcana checks, and you have 2 additional 3rd level and 1 2nd level arcane spell slot each day. While you wear this ring. There's something else like inscribed in it. It looks like it has some sort of inscription, but since none of you read Dwarvish, you have no idea what it says. But it does have something inscribed on like the inside edge of the ring. But otherwise, that is in the party sheet. All right. So it seems we have banished the ghost problem of the tower. Now we just got to figure out how we get to that stone.
Mm-hmm.
We told you, trebuchet.
So the tunnel to the west. Now that the darkness has kind of been subsided in this room. I mean, you have light coming in from the passageway that you guys came from, but there's also light coming in from the passageway to the west, because this leads out to, and you guys can see the bricks and the stone and dirt and things everywhere. This is the collapsed center of the ziggurat, which used to go up to the much taller spire as there was in the last tower you guys were in. But as you guys kind of step out of this tunnel here onto the rubble, you see the orb way up above you there. So it looks like as you guys are kind of peering out all over this, it looks like the inner core of the tower, of its like fill material, collapsed at some point, and so that caused like the mud brick exterior of the highest level to fall inwards, collapsing the upper portions into a great central pile of rubble. So there's tumbled stone and overgrowth all over here. But yeah, you guys just kind of look up and you see the orb. It's about it's 160 feet above the mound of rubble, filling the collapsed center of the tower. And at least from your past experiences with these orbs, you had to kind of get up to it to get this resonant reflection that you guys have been kind of collecting off of these. So what's the plan?
How do we... Hey, Orb, get down here.
You're being very naughty up there. And unfortunately does not seem to respond to that.
Move
Fresh
slow.
memory. We've been like, we go up and we grab these things.
So you haven't like you've never had to like touch them. But all of the previous times, like, you know, the towers, they were still all intact, and you were basically kind of up, you know, at or right near the level of the stone.
And then we unlock the core memory.
Yeah, and then it was able to grant you like the resonant reflection. But since the tower is collapsed, the platform you'd usually get up to for that is not there. So you need some other way to get up there.
Interesting. So with like climbing on the outside edges of what's left of the tower, how close could I get?
It's like these outer bits.
Yeah.
If you climb up around the edges of those, you could probably get about another 60 feet closer. You know, some of them are a little precarious, but you know, it's still like another 100 feet up to the stone. You, at least from your previous experiences, you assume you'd probably have to go like at least another 50 feet to be like in range of
Okay.
that particular.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, what's the plan?
Hold on,
Okay.
I'm back. Can I get the map again?
Oh yeah. All right.
So we go up to that point where we're semi close to it, but we need to get to like another 50 or 60 feet to get close to it, right?
Mhm.
Is what you said?
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at the. I just looked at the resonant reflection details about this. You got to get within 10 feet of the orb.
Okay. So the kind of peaks we can climb up to the side, and that's still how far? Like 50 feet-ish from it?
So if we have to get within 10 feet, there's another like 90 feet between the peak of these, you know, remains of the outer edges, and to be within 10 feet of the orb, so about 90 feet-ish.
Okay. So here's what I propose we do, folks, and this, like any honker thing, is going to get a little dark. But we need to build a ladder, and we have some things that can do it. Can climb up to the top, and we've got this fancy feather token. So if we carry some dirt up there with us, we could place the dirt there and this feather token and plant a tree, which will get us most of the way there. Now, I've always wanted to be a real boy, so I've been playing with some different things, and I think I can make some flesh that we can climb to get the rest of the way there. It says the tree should be 60 feet tall, and I can make flesh that is 20 feet tall, and then if one of us stands on Grotus's shoulders, we should be able to get close enough.
Okay.
That's an idea. Or I chug this gargantuan potion and chuck you at the sphere.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with a fastball special as well.
So I'm thinking, get real big, climb up as high as I can, give a good solid chuck to Honker.
Okay, real quick about that. So is there going to be somebody to catch me if you throw me off the pyramid?
You're just gonna grab onto the orb. I'm gonna launch you up at it, and if you don't, yeah, if you go over it and start falling back down, I'll catch you.
Are you trying to like
Okay.
have him grab the orb and then like pull him down with the orb?
If he's on the orb, then we'll figure it out from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go up there with the orb and some rope.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we can tie the rope around Honker.
Even better.
Okay. So we throw Honker with the rope. Honker grabs the orb. We pull him down, and we fish the moon out of the sky with Honker on string.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I see no issue that could come of this.
All right. This seems like a reasonably ridiculous plan. Let's do it. So we get Honker, with a little loop of rope around them, so we can, rein them back in to the ground. Let's see. So Grotus. Yeah, we're probably just gonna do another strength roll on that one for that. I mean, thankfully the orb on this one isn't like orbiting the tower like on some of the other ones. It's just stationary up there, so at least it's not a moving target.
Honker trusts Grotus either way. Grotus said he'd do it. Honker will live.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and give us a strength roll whenever you're ready, Grotus.
All right, here we go. Let me look at the effects of the gargantuan potion. Actually, that might help.
Okay.
I'm counting on that to. The bonus bonus is +3.
Yeah, I believe it was. Yeah.
You gain an item bonus, fortitude saves. Listen to your next rate whenever you are maximum hit points. Will saves perception checks. Oh, you don't get huge.
Yeah, it's a juggernaut potion, not a gargantuan potion.
Ah, God damn it. Oh, then I don't think I'm going to be able to throw.
Okay.
Straight up like that.
Can we do plan fleshy appendage then?
I'm not giving up on. I could just try to score a good hit with a grappling hook. We have grappling hook in my inventory.
Okay.
And rope to get there.
Okay.
You said it's like another 50 feet.
Yeah.
That is arguably throwable, I think.
Yeah.
Wouldn't work
especially
right
if
away.
you get like a good whirl on it.
I argue that I can aid this check
Pumpkin.
with like a bandstanding performance check. Like my entourage jumps out, we do like a little horrible attempt at like the pre-kick music for the high school football game.
Okay.
So this, the grappling hook says make a ranged attack. So I'm going to roll my dart, which is my ranged weapon.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll keep rolling until I make it,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can give it a couple tries. So, first one you get pretty close, but you kind of reorient and take into account that. Go ahead and give us another one here. Hey, all right, that's all we needed. All right, so you recalculate and successfully get this grappled.
Okay, so now we can climb up the rope to it, or pull it down towards us, whatever works.
Okay. So you all just kind of like try heaving together on this.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys all kind of collectively pull on this rope, and like there is some resistance, but you bit by bit you do manage to kind of bring it down close to you here. You guys are all kind of in the up on the edge of this, or one of the edges of this here, and you do manage to get it close enough where you start to kind of feel this feeling of like warmth wash over you, and you all get the resonant reflection of stone. Just let me get everybody's notes up in here so I can add it. This is going to be under the miscellaneous tab of your notes, like the other ones. Oh, why didn't that do it right? There we go. Oops. Okay, there's one for Maz. One for Honker. One for Braz. And one for Grotus. Alright, so the Reflection of Stone Resonant. So this makes it so that you can, once per day, you can cast Stone Skin as an innate divine spell, heightened to a spell level equal to half your level rounded up. Your body is infused with the resilience and durability of stone. You're protected against the effects of severe cold and severe heat. In addition, you can also focus this durability to do the Stone Skin cast. But yeah, so that is now added to your arsenal of Aeon powers here. And like after you get the this Resonant Reflection, your kind of grip on this loosens and the orb just kind of goes right back up to where it was, floating back up above this tower.
Pumpkin.
God damn it, Pumpkin.
He was trying to climb on top of me, which means he is like laying on my arms too.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, God.
If only.
Yeah, with that claimed, otherwise, given the state of the tower, everything else seems to be pretty well taken care of.
Cool. Then we can descend the tower then. Newly minted rock hard.
Indeed. All right, so you guys headed back out through the front here and out to the terrace. And like as you guys are coming out onto the terrace here, you see a kind of a squat clay golem that looks to resemble like a female dwarf walking up the stairs here onto the terrace. And it has its hands raised in the air. Its kind of stubby fingers are kind of splayed in like a gesture of surrender. This kind of golem is like walking up towards you all. It says, "Hello, liberators. I mean you no harm."
All right. Cool.
And it continues to kind of stand there with its hands up. And it says, Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read far enough down to the paragraph. It didn't say that at all. It just has its hands up. It doesn't speak. My bad.
Totally spoiled the illusion.
Rip. Okay. Well, I guess it does say one thing. All it can say is runk runk. That's all it says. So it can't speak, but it does begin to kind of move its hands in pantomime, and it seems to kind of make kind of a thanking motion and bows a bit, and you see it kind of like point into the tower, and it shakes its head in like a no as it points into the tower, and then it kind of like moves its hands like this. If you want, you could try to like speak to it to see if you can kind of suss out what it's telling you. It does understand you. It just cannot speak.
Grotus is gonna take out like some chalk and point out a rock and just kind of like write out a short form of like name, what you want, with enough space for a written response.
Okay. All right. Give yourself a hero point. That's a good solution for to get help with the communication barrier here. So this golem, it moves over to where you've placed this writing utensil, and kind of picks it up, moves over to the wall, and writes out Runk Crunk, and then it says, "Do not want wizard violence. Been hiding."
Cool. Well, we're violent, but we're not wizards. Is that all right?
So it writes, "Do you?" Well, it points at Scorch, and says, "Do you like animals?"
Big time. We do, yes.
I like animals. And it kind of holds out its hand in Scorch's direction. And surprisingly, Scorch kind of goes over and just, begins like kind of letting this golem pet it as best as a golem can do. But it kind of seems to have a bit of an affinity for animals.
Nice. Well, we happen to run a circus performance. Everybody does good show, make people smile, get lots of money, keep moving around, that kind of thing. Think you could do more cool stuff with animals with us?
It writes, "What is circus?"
You'll see. Follow us.
Okay, and you see it kind of nod a bit in agreement with this. Let's see, there should be a... Oh, it's on that same image before where we had Baralu. The lower one, the invulnerable beast juggler.
Oh, neat.
That is this golem, who is happy to join you. There was a let's see here. There was a magical accident in this golem's creation that gave it some measure of sentience, and it fled from the dwarven wizards, and has been kind of stuck here ever since. But couldn't leave because the wizards were still here on this plane. But now that you've freed her, they're happy to go with you, as long as they're animals that they can play with.
Okay.
So, certainly a unique act, who's ever seen never have you seen stone with such agility or such mastery over animals.
Yes.
All right. Well, good stuff. I think we will call that
Like-
there for today. We've got a couple new acts for the circus. We'll probably do the circus thing next time. Let me double check. Are we supposed to have leveled up after this point or not? I'll have to double check if that's the case. I don't remember if we do or not. But either way, we'll probably do the circus castling next time at least. So, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Save that here. Cool. Well, I guess we will see you guys. See when's the next one here? The 19th.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, guys. See you guys.
Good gaming. Fun times.
All right. And any of you out there watching, thanks for coming by as well. Go ahead and call this good on our little campaign here tonight. Good to be back. Have a good one.